I want to welcome everyone here, and I know it's crazy out there right now with COVID and having to work from home, or if you're homeschooling or Mother Nature is affecting you. We just hope that everyone is doing well and staying safe and being as sane as you can during this time. But we appreciate you taking about 30 minutes to spend with us on our virtual trade shows. We've been doing them every couple weeks on different topics. We always have one of our VIP suppliers with us to present. And today we are fortunate enough to have Mike from OrigAudio. He has a great story, actually. I remember when I first met them at a trade show, I was so excited, but I'll let him tell you about it. And they've also now are with another really big supplier. So they have lots of things to offer for all of you. What else? I just want to let you all know that I wore my tie-dye shirt today just to add a little spark and happiness to my day. My daughter does tie-dye, so that's one thing that she's really picked up during this time, and hopefully you guys have found something that brings you joy during this time. But I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to let Mike with OrigAudio share with you, and I'll stop sharing the screen. Mike, will that help you?
Yeah, maybe because people can see,
Okay. There you go.
All this.
Yes, all that.
So,
all right.
Well, welcome everybody. Thanks for taking time out of your busy days. I know everybody is probably zoomed out by this point in time, but guess what? I think it's the wave of the future and how things are going to keep going. But as Giselle was briefly mentioning, one way she was introduced to myself and our unique company is, 9-ish years ago, 7 years ago, whatever it was, we were on Shark Tank with some of our products, and myself, as one of the founders of this company, we're pitching to the likes of Mark Cuban and Herjavec and Corcoran and all those people out there. So what we bring to the table is something that's a little bit more unique. I'll try to drive home those points here right now. And it's sometimes mind-boggling because people are so used to one way of the industry working, and we kind of go the other direction. And what do I mean by that? First and foremost, on our entire line and all the cool things I'm going to show you here in a few seconds, it's a one-piece minimum. So you can literally get one piece of anything I'm going to show you right now, decorated, logoed, whatever the case. So that's unique in its own right. We are also make our own products. So anything you would get through Proforma on the OrigAudio line would be one of one. You can't really compare it and be like, oh, well, there's a bazillion other, similar products. We make our own products, which is very unique as well. We also don't have any setup fees on our line, and I'll showcase later on how that can be really advantageous to you guys out there, especially during holiday gifting season. And one of the biggest and most important impactful things, I think, is all of our items have retail-esque packaging. So the way this one speaker is going to come standard is in this nice like rose gold foil stamp textured box. So it's going to make your clients, end users, employees, whomever you're giving things to, make it feel like you shop for them. You got something off the top shelf of the store for them, rather than like it's coming in a shitty white China box and here's your gift. We got one for you. It's probably okay. It just, that instantaneous introduction is makes it feel like Christmas morning every time when you get our stuff. So just a lot of attention to detail on things that we've really thought through. That's really catapulted our company to the forefront of people's minds like no other time than the gifting season right now. So I'm going to get into a few products here that I think are top picks personally. And I do have one rule whenever I do Zooms: ask questions. Ask questions, interrupt, say, yo, hey, Harry, dude, shut up for a minute. I got a question about this, that, or the other. So, because if you guys don't get information out of it, what are we all doing here, So please ask questions, chat away, whatever the case. I just want to make sure you guys can learn as much as possible. So I will actually start with this piece here. It's called our Thumpa speaker, T-H-U-M-P-A-H. I like this piece because you get this one side of imprint, digital print. So you can see the picture of the truck, but you get a whole other side to work with, and that other side can be completely different. And that's where I think it's really unique, where our no setup fee comes into play, because maybe you need to co-brand something, or you want during this time, hey, thank you for sticking with us through these crazy times, message on one side, company logo, imprint on the other side. So 2 huge spaces to work with on this awesome Bluetooth speaker. 8 watts of sound. It also, something I haven't really seen on speakers before, we put in a one-click equalizer. So it has more of a bass, more of a treble, more of a mids. So depending on what music you're listening to, you can actually just with the push of a button, simply alter your sound and get a better sound experience too, rather than just whatever, speaker driver your other promotional speakers have built in. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility there. Staying on the speaker train, this is one we just launched about 3 weeks ago. It's called our Hydro Bump. So, as you can see, like I said, packaging is key. You see the nice like foil stamp, like glistens, literally glistens. So this is a new piece, huge imprint space, which is important because you guys are all marketers. You want to get your brand out there. You want to tell more of a story and get the brand message across rather than just slap a logo on it. Because this whole industry is very much slap a logo, but with having so much imprint space, on this piece as well, you can tell a story. You can tell what your brand actually does, rather than just, oh, we have enough space for a one color logo. No. So huge imprint space, 5 watt sound, waterproof speaker. It actually floats too. So if it falls off the boat, falls into the pool, it's just going to sit there and float and keep playing music, honestly. So Hydro Bump, really cool piece. And then 2 more speakers. This is from our Stick and Stone collection. So this is actually made out of concrete here, and is like legit stone, so it's actually heavy. And then the front faceplate is bamboo. So another trend that we're noticing is trying to go as eco-conscious as possible. And the last time we checked, there's no motherboards, chipboards, speaker driver, trees, and bushes out there. So what we're trying to do is at least make the body and the casing and the packaging for this Stick and Stone collection as eco-friendly as possible. So this particular piece is called our Tembler speaker. And what it is, it's a Bluetooth speaker on the front, but also has a wireless charging capabilities on top. And the other thing I really love about this line, the Stick and Stone collection, is it's kind of the opposite of what I said, of having so much space to imprint. It looks very much less promo-y. It's a new word I'm making up. It doesn't look so promo-y. It looks very much more retail-esque, more like Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, something you'd see on retail shelves. And the biggest test that it's passed is it's welcomed into my home. My wife approves this piece being in the kitchen, the living room, wherever the case, because it just has such a nice aesthetic.
What is that one called again, Mike?
Tembler, Temblor. And there's the whole Stick and Stone collection has more pieces that look like that, where there's just a wireless charger, coasters, pencil sets, desktop accessories. So there's a whole cohesive line and subset line that has that going on. All right, and last speaker I want to mention here is our, actually second to last, I have another one hidden here I was going to show you, is our mini Sonosphere. So little speaker guy here, about 8 inches across here, full digital imprint, whatever you want to do here. We sell a lot of these in Q4 as what I call a functional award. Many millennials out there don't want to get a piece of acrylic or glass or, some plaque. What are they going to do with that? But with this, what you can do is say, Salesman of the Quarter, Susie, Customer Service Person of the Year, Bob, whatever you want to print on here, you can do that. Maybe they got, nicknames or, code team names or anything like that. But this, since it's a functional award, is going to be on the back patio, having some beers with it, showcasing the award they won, and also getting more eyes on your brand, which is a really cool thing at the end of the day. Versus acrylic, where it sits on your thing, like right here, sits on your back shelf, collects dust, and then it either goes in your garbage whenever you get fired or quit, or goes in the attic whenever you retire. And that's it. Nobody sees it ever. So functional awards, new trend, new technique for gifting people and commemorating their accomplishments. All right, and like I said, I lied. I had one more little speaker. This one's super cool and unique. It's called our Wristler speaker. It's got full print on the face watch, if you will call it that, and another little on the side. And what this is, it kind of hits 2 trends as a wearable tech piece. So it has this strap, and you can put the speaker around your wrist, shoulder, put it on your bicycle, your stroller, wherever you want your music to be. This can strap into place on your backpack if you're hiking. So this 2-watt speaker puts out some good sound for being such a small stature. But the cool part is being able to slap it on wherever you want it to be. I had some people at the trade show I was at recently say that they love this for gardening. So even if you're doing extreme gardening, you can still utilize this as well. So the Wristler piece, also a great price point too for having such cool features and just on trend with the wearable tech kind of things. Because wearable tech, people think like, these technology jackets and hats and crazy things. But with this, very simple, but very, very functional at the same time.
Can I ask you, Mike, do you guys still have the speaker, the Hive?
Yes, we do still carry the Hive speaker. That's a cool piece too. One feature that is fantastic with that Hive speaker is we have it built in. So if you have one Hive speaker, your phone connects to it and plays music. But if you have another Hive speaker, that speaker connects to that speaker. And if you have another one, that one connects to that one, all the way up to 99. So you can almost have, ghetto surround sound in your backyard or your basement or your house or wherever you want to be. So it's cool. It's kind of a good way to also upsell it. Upsell it is one way to do it, but also maybe quarterly gifts. And by the end of the whole year, if they hit their quarterly goals, they have a whole 4 set of surround sound Hive speakers as well. So,
yeah, I use it all the time when I travel. It's really easy to take with me, and the sound is really good.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing too that OrigAudio carries, and why Proforma likes using it so much too, is all of our stuff is built with quality in mind, which makes us a little bit more different. Like I was saying, from most of the promo stuff, everything has a 1-year warranty. So it's built to last. We stand behind it. We know you're putting your name on it. We want to put, and Proforma's putting their name behind it. So it needs to be built to last. So everything has a 1-year warranty as well. All right, one more awesome earbud that I want to showcase too. Oh, and I was showing you the drips. Sorry, not the drips. Oh yeah, this is it. Super techie stuff. So we also have some like kind of crazy techie things too. This one's our selfie drone. So with a push of button, all the propellers pop up there, connects to your phone, takes pictures, videos, images, anything like that. So yes, you can get your own branded selfie drones as well. You just fly it around with your cell phone, clips. All the propellers clip back down with just a push of a button, and then that can fit in your pocket, your backpack, purse, wherever, and you just pop it up whenever you want to start utilizing it. So, and your logo goes on there as well. And just to reiterate, this is also no minimum piece. So if you wanted to get 5 for your top clients with your logo on it, totally capable of happening.
Can you give us a pricing, what pricing is on that, Mike? Like just for one, if you just got one, do you know what the price is?
Yeah, that's mid 80s or so.
Okay, thank you.
For that particular piece. And then another thing that's very techy and on trend right now, for unfortunate reasons, is our phone soap. So phone soap, what it does here is it's got 2 UV lights and what I'll call your little phone tanning bed. And what those UV lights do is once you put your phone in there, it's going to close up. In about 8 minutes, those UV lights are going to kill all germs, bacteria, viruses. It's obviously super trendy now with the coronavirus scary out there. But the other thing too is anything that fits sanitizes. So what I'll do is after I go to the gas station, throw my credit cards in here. If I want to sanitize my mask, I can put my mask in here. So anything that fits sanitizes. So phone soap, very on trend piece. And for holiday gifting, it's going to be so much more well received and not super gimmicky, because it makes your business, if you're giving this out with your logo on it, showcase that you care about the health and well-being of clients, employees, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a cool piece as well. And one other thing I want to kind of mention too, what it's very clutch about utilizing what OrigAudio could bring to the table. And I don't know if you guys do this already, but a great way to utilize kind of your one-piece minimum and production that's on demand is a great way, if you already have an e-commerce platform or a web store, is to inject and upload as many of our products as possible with your logo already on it, virtually rendered. That way, whenever an order actually happens, then we'll make it and ship it on demand. So it's a no risk, all reward situation where you can showcase to whomever your promotional goods and corporate gifting goods buyers are and users are, to show much more of a plethora of options that they might not think is so much available to them. So another way to kind of utilize that one piece, low minimum, no setup kind of world. And once again, I mentioned about the headphones, but personalization is super in right now because everybody wants to give that nice personal touch. It showcases you're going the extra mile for that gift that you care about. So utilize personalization. Maybe it's somebody's, a favorite saying from a movie that they like. You can put it on there. There's plenty of space to print within our lineup here. So think about that way when you're trying to make that, that gifting decision for your clients. Personalization is key. On my desk, I have like 5 pens, and they're all ones that were gifted to me that have my name on it. People always hold on to things that have their name on it. They're going to cherish it and hold on to it for much longer. And it just shows that you guys care more about your gift and the gift selection. One more piece I want to showcase too. I know I showed a lot of techie things. We also have a lot of high quality bags. This is definitely a little bit more on the lower price point stratosphere, but I like to showcase it because I've been personally using it a lot the past 5-6 months. It's called our Slater tote. And while it does look just like kind of a simple tote bag, it is made out of a higher quality. I wish you guys could grab it right now, but higher quality denier. But once you go to the grocery store and you're filling it up with, your 18 pints of ice cream or whatever, and it gets too heavy and you no longer want to use it as a tote, it has backpack straps built into it, so you can redistribute that weight as well. So I like just keeping this piece in my car whenever I, don't always realize I'm going to the grocery store. If I seem to go in there really quick, all of a sudden I can utilize this as my carry out as well and keep my hands free as utilizing it with a backpack. So just a unique, cool piece. Then you get full print, full color, full digital print on the item as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about the OrigAudio world. Like I said, we have tons more products on our website if you guys want to check out. We also do free virtual rendering, so get with your pro forma rep if you have a nice wish list that you've created while I've been talking, that we can get some virtuals going, showcase what it would look like with your logo on it. Any other questions out there? Let me see the chat bar really quick. What's the cost of selfie drone? Oh, okay, you guys covered that one. Awesome. All right, well, I do have another company. It's a whole different company. It's still kind of within my family of business here that I did want to showcase and get into here. I'm going to share my screen really fast. It's called Batch and Bodega. So new company, soft launched it in January. And the premise behind this company is definitely food gifting and food gifting-esque. But what we're doing is we're definitely changing the game on how you guys think about food gifting and how much more unique it could be and how much more brand impressions you can generate through food gifting. So how is it unique? Well, one thing that we've done is we've partnered up with about 28 and growing small businesses, small mom and pop food manufacturers that have some of the best and the most unique food offerings across America. And we were working on this list and working on our partners for a good year plus. And all of them, to be a partner, it's not just we pick anybody under the sun. They have to have super regional distribution, so that you're not going to find them in any Whole Foods across America or anything like that. So it makes it super unique. So that's small snacks with a story that help small businesses. So right now more than ever, people want to help support small business, and this is one unique way to do it, rather than buying your food from Harry and David and or other food conglomerates. This way, you're going to support small business, and in some instances, you take a look at the map in a second. You can even support local too. The other beautiful thing is what we're doing with this whole company is offering, just like the OrigAudio story, a one-piece minimum is going to be available on this, and there's no setup fees as well. And you're also getting custom packaging included. So let me showcase a little bit more like what I'm talking about. So here's the different brands across America and food makers across America. So the other thing I like to showcase with this is, say you're supposed to have an event, because everybody's saying that. Me and Giselle, before everybody got on, we're talking about I was supposed to be in Florida for week XYZ. Now, if there was supposed to be an event, you could bring the taste, you could bring the flavors, you could bring the pride of wherever you're supposed to be to people's doorsteps. You can bring almost like the sensation of travel to people's doorsteps now with these different food makers that we've partnered with. And you can check out on our interactive website what gets made where, what kit is these different foods included in. And let's check out some of the food. Or actually, there's a cool video if it will play. And also maybe explains it better than me.
I'm Christine from the Conery, based in Brooklyn, New York, and this is my story. When I started the Conery,
Okay, never mind. That's not the video I thought. But that's basically one of our partners, one of our makers, Christine from the Conery out of Brooklyn. So what they do, and like I said, this is where the food uniqueness comes into play. They make gourmet waffle cones for your ice cream. So in some instances, the waffle cone will probably taste better than the ice cream, which nobody's ever heard of. They have flavors like red velvet, funfetti, birthday cake. they've flavored waffle cones. So the waffle cone is going to be, taking over your taste buds almost more than the ice cream. All right, so back to the slide though here. So you get retail packaging where that BX is, that's a made up company, but that's where your logo would go. So you get custom print on the box. You also get a little note card, I'm gonna show it on my screen here, where you get 160 characters to write with of a handwritten note. So you can say, hey client, thank you for all the business this year. Hopefully, these unique flavors knock your socks off. Love, Jennifer, whatever the case. And also on the backside of the card, we'll also tell the story of the small businesses that they're supporting as well. So you get the handwritten note, you get custom printed packaging, and then also inside these kits, yes, you have the unique foods that I'm trying to describe, but it's also getting paired up with hard goods that has your logo on it. And I think that's where the challenge always lies, is you want to give away that great taste, that great bite, but that's only a 24-hour impression. So when you pair it up with hard goods, promotional items that have your logo on it, you get the best of both worlds, that unique, delicious, instantaneous bite of gratification, but then the items that are going to be in somebody's kitchen for the next 3 to 4 years to remind them who gave them that delicious kit. The other cool thing too we've done with this is, so this is our breakfast set. We call it our Rise and Shine kit. So this is a great way to stay in front of people on Saturday, Sunday morning when they're cooking breakfast with their family. Comes with all the gourmet, accoutrement to make your breakfast, but at the same time gives you your spatula and your oven mitt that gives your logo on there as well. I'm just gonna show you 2 or 3 of my other favorites. The Speakeasy kit, I think, is a great one, especially if you're trying to have maybe a virtual happy hour. And shipping booze is always a problem across state lines, yada, yada. But if you ship this out to people, what they can do is they can be their own mixologist. If you see dead center in the middle of the infused ice cubes, this is my favorite part of the kit. What you do is once you get these, throw them in your freezer. And then as you're making your cocktails, just put one of these little infused ice cubes in your cup, add whiskey, bourbon, whatever. And then you all of a sudden have your blood orange mixer or your ginger mixer, and you are making some gourmet cocktails in your own home. So great piece to utilize, especially during the celebratory holiday season as well. Cookies and crumbs, simple kit, where it comes with our 6 of our best cookie makers across America. And the little thing in the middle that has the M on it is actually a little desktop vacuum too to pick up all the crumbs. So just unique ways of kind of pairing up hard goods, like for our Sugar Rush, where you get the iridescent canned coulis, but also some crazy delicious sugar bites as well. And then another excellent thing I want to make sure I mention is coming soon in hopefully December, if not January, we're going to build out a subscription model. So what you'll be able to do is, if you're an HR manager or you're in charge of getting gifts for a whole bunch of clients or a whole bunch of employees, is you can fill out an Excel one time, say, hey, here's all my 120 employees, here's their birthday, here's the date I need the batch to arrive by, here's the personal message I want on the card, from the CEO or from, your favorite account manager or whatever the case. Then we'll just release those as needed. So you're doing a one-time transaction to take care of birthdays for the entire year. Or if you have a project that's going to complete on May 5th and you want everybody to get the Speakeasy kit to celebrate on May 7th, boom, we can handle that, especially with not everybody being in the same headquarters, the same office. It will drop ship out across America, shipping from Minnesota. So everything's pretty fast shipping from middle of the country as well. And then right now, not available in Canada. So 2021 will be available to ship from Canada as well. So also just keep in mind too, like I know everything that is included, maybe a little bit of sticker shock sometimes, but from a price point perspective, but think about all the process that is going into making this kit. If you were to try to do this yourself, you're talking, go to Whole Foods, try to find something unique, work with some hard good partners, select some things, some hard goods and promotional items that are going to match up with the kit. Get a custom box, try to get a custom box maker, get the crinkle paper from Uline, clear off everything on your conference table, start a Henry Ford assembly line, putting everything together, find cardstock, handwrite the cardstock, find a custom box that's going to fit this custom thing that you just figured out, then get ready to ship it. But guess what? You also really can't ship it because you don't have an FDA license to ship food. So you really shouldn't be shipping food either. So that's a different story. But all those other steps, we're making this as turnkey as possible with as less headaches as possible too. So you can just continue to focus on, your other business and your other challenges in your normal day-to-day work life. So tons of kits. I'll give Giselle the link to send out to everybody to kind of check out everything. This is the Trailblazer kit, which is like very on point right now with people doing more camping or road tripping, and getting out there instead of, you know, taking flights. So great accessories with, you know, flashlights and multi-tools and, you know, road trip mixes, and our Giddy Up Nuts partner, which is actually out here in California as well. So with this kit, you'd be, you know, supporting local technically. All right, so that's the batch and bodega world in a quick nutshell. I know kind of there's a lot to do, a lot to deal with it, and there's a lot going on options wise and flexibility wise. So let me know if there's any initial questions. Otherwise, you know, we can work through it offline as well. In regards to custom packaging, is it limited based on specific items, especially, example, is it possible to do custom package the outside box of the sanitizing item? So you get, on the sanitizing item, you get your print, your logo on the actual item. As far as custom the packaging on all the products I mentioned, we have very low minimums. It's just a matter of time. So normal production time on all of the OrigAudio items and batch bodega items as well is about 4 to 6 days usually, you know, once everything's approved and submitted and all that jazz. But if you want to do some custom packaging elements, and we still have plenty of time, you know, to hit before December, it's about 4 to 6 weeks. But it's very low thresholds. Just like our normal production is 1 piece minimum, the threshold to do custom printed packaging is very low as well. A good portion of our products is 100 piece minimum. Others are 250, others are 500. Some more complex boxes like our, you know, this gold crazy box with all the shelves and everything like that for your the Rhapsody headphones and the accessories. So this is gonna be like a 500 piece minimum box to do your own, you know, crazy custom. But another way around that, and Proforma has plenty of solutions, and we do a lot of them, is a belly band. So you can put your, you know, wrap the nice packaging with your logo on a nice belly band or wrap. Yes, the speakers, headphones, etc. available in Canada. Yes, they are. And it would print from Toronto as well. So you have Toronto ship points. You don't have to worry about nonsense, you know, duties, taxes, fees, government seizures, whatever the case. So we have a Toronto ship point as well.
Mike, what's your favorite earbuds?
Right now, I'm loving these drips things. I have a pool in my backyard here, and these things are just so much fun. Just to like, it sounds cheesy, but literally just to go underwater, put on some music, and get like your zen on. I'm not a yogi or anything like that, but having no other sound but, you know, the music going on, they're just cool. Or even if you are like, well, I'm not, but if you like try to like work out with them, my brother likes his. He's a big time gym junkie, and he was always worried about his sweatproof ones not, you know, really holding up to being sweatproof. But waterproof is going to destroy anything that's sweatproof. So he loves using these for the gym as well.
What's that one called?
I didn't even mention it. So it's got the sport clip that keeps it in place in your ear, but also this part is removable, and it can just be the simple in-ear piece if you want to be more like business, corporate, sleek as well. So it's kind of like has 2 different looks to it as well. So
what's the name of that one? What is the name?
Drips. DRIPZ.
Okay.
And then I'll also share here the batch website too, because the website's pretty killer, and it kind of explains everything a lot better. It's just such a unique animal that you know, you just need to go and absorb a little bit more of it, because it is so new. Like I said, we just launched like end of July for Batch and Bodega, and it's gone extremely well. At the end of the day, food, to me, food equals comfort, and who doesn't need a virtual hug these days?
Yeah. I was going to say, I love that you guys do just one. Of course, you know, I would love orders of hundreds of items, but it really has filled a niche for a lot of my customers who are mortgage companies and real estate companies to do the gifts.
Yeah.
So I really like it, and that it can be personalized. I think that means even more to people, and that you can use a full color imprint. Like when I gave these to my customers, it's a background picture of Lake Tahoe, because I love Lake Tahoe. So, you know, hopefully they enjoy it too and they keep it longer, but I love that about you guys.
I mean, it's definitely the extreme. Obviously, we love the 100-piece orders also, but like, you know, if there are any people on the call that do like, you know, real estate, we have people that go as far as printing a picture of the house that they just closed on and giving that to the family, and like, welcome to your new home, Julie Drake family, or whatever the case. So you can get as extreme as that. I mean,
right.
And anything is possible. That's what I like about our line, and more so the capabilities. And obviously even also one too, if you need to get one into somebody's hand to impress them, to be able to buy 30, 40, 50 or test out the one, you can get it done with your logo on it without any crazy exuberant fees as well.
What's the turnaround time when it's not like the holidays, when you're not really slammed? What's normal turnaround?
Between 4 to 6 days.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
It's same
Right,
with the food items, you think?
Yeah, food is 3 to 5.
And
that's
where
shipping.
they
Food
ship?
ships from Minnesota. My OrigAudio ships from Salt Lake City right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Any other questions besides the ones that are flowing in the chat bar here?
Do you want to read some of them off, or if you've already?
Yeah, for sure. I missed the beginning. Is there a website for OrigAudio? Yeah, I just put it in there. Anybody can go to OrigAudiopromo.com. What is the functional award? Oh yeah, so
We lost you. We lost your sound. I think you just tapped on something. Did you mute yourself by accident? No.
yeah, any better?
Yeah, there. I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just flicked it. Yeah, so this is the mini Sono, M-I-N-I, mini, small, and then Sonosphere, like Sono, like a circle, and here, like hearing. So mini Sonosphere. And we also have a larger one as well. So if you wanted to have more imprint, more space, we have another one that's about 2 to 3 inches larger in circumference in this one. And this is just my favorite example as a functional award, but at the same time, any of our items that you can do one-piece imprint and one-piece decoration, you could utilize that same theory as well. You know, even on like the nice gold box within our top-notch noise-canceling headphones can also be used that way too. And here's a better up-close shot of that like tone-on-tone decoration, where it only pops like when it's in the light, right?
Mike, did you show an example of like your backpacks that you could do the custom straps on it? That's a really unique idea too. I like that you guys do that.
Yeah, for sure. Let me pull it up on the website. I don't have one here sitting in
Okay.
my.
Most of the time when customers want to do a backpack. Yeah. Well,
It
most of the
didn't
time I was going to say when
get into
customers
my-
do a backpack, it's just their logo. But you guys can do the custom straps, right? And you just froze right now, so I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
out of our facility.
Okay.
And what we can do, my internet connection is unstable. Lovely. All right. Get to the bags. All right. Says it's trying. Okay, so with this piece right here, we can do full die sub, cut and sew decoration. So if you can see on that Keeler duffel below there, on that Keeler duffel below there, you can see we'll do those full straps with whatever decoration you want, any imprint you want, your call. And then on the, trying to get it, showcasing it in a different light, in a different way, and more impactful is gonna be on this piece here, our pen rim pack with the one piece minimum, where you get the entire top of the flat top to decorate with whatever you want. So this, from a promotional branding perspective, you're a walking billboard at this point. And this is still at a one piece minimum. We dye the fabric, sew the fabric into the bag. We're constructing pretty much like the last like 15% of the bag here in America, still with no setup fee, no crazy fee. The price you see on the site or your price you're quoted includes doing all that. And the one that's the most impressive to me from what you're branding and what you're getting is going to be this one here, our Oaklander bag, where you get this entire, showcase it here, this entire pocket, whatever you want, this patch, whatever you want, and the backpack straps, anything you can envision. It's pretty much, the limitations are your imagination. And we've seen a lot of cool people do cool art with this before. My personal favorite, I know you guys are gonna think I'm like an alcoholic or something because my favorite kit was a speakeasy, but my favorite art was Corona did a really cool job with incorporating the artwork where you had a beach scene here and a bottle of Corona here on the pocket. And when they unzip this, the Corona bottle was all of a sudden open and had a lime in it. And then on the backpack straps right here about dead center where you would maybe be holding the straps, it looked like you're holding 2 bottles of Corona also.
That's awesome.
But yeah, tons of decoration real estate going into that. And I think also just backpacks in a whole,
it's just a whole great new category that we've been into the last 2 years or so, still with a one-piece minimum, which is absolutely unheard of. So like I said before, when you're trying to outfit maybe a new e-commerce store or a promotional products web store, we got you covered from hats. We do one-piece minimum hats, the technology stuff, the backpacks, and hitting all sorts of budget price points too. You know, we have things that are $3 and we have things that are $300. So it really, really runs the gambit.
Well, it's about time we wrap it up. We've gone a little bit over. Does anyone have any other questions? If we didn't answer them today, please reach out to the person that invited you. Mike, thank you so much